And how many can I be friends with?
Some?
None.
Oh.
Come on.
It was a family business, you see.
I like to keep it in the wrapper.
Wow.
I like to get a little blackened ranch that it comes with on the side.
Ooh.
And like, it kind of has like a pointy tip to the end. You know, I had something like that happen.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And we have liftoff.
Here we go.
All right, Steve.
Yes.
Cam.
Hey.
Today I'd like to introduce you to Cam and Steve. Steve, co-host of this podcast, longtime best buddy of mine.
You should know me by now if you've been following.
You probably should. This is 25 episodes in or something.
Perhaps
25.
an unnecessary...
Wow.
Yeah, once a week, like clockwork, except when it's not, but it's usually around there. And it's at least weekly. The time is different.
Yeah.
And Cam, we'll leave your last name off for anonymity.
Exactly. Do not put my last name on here at all. Just
Deal.
kidding.
It for
Just
sure
kidding,
won't be in
guys.
the description.
Are
but,
you guys' last names on here?
Oh yeah, everywhere, all over
Probably,
it.
they gotta be.
How else are the advertisers going to find us?
Yeah, exactly.
True.
They need our emails. It's just right. It's in the cover photo, I think.
Yeah, you gotta sell your soul a little bit if you want to make fat stacks on the internet.
I hear you. Do what you got to do, grind.
Yeah.
This is the
Side
hustle.
baby.
But anyway, this is Cam, my EMT partner. We ride the steel
Horse.
Yeah, the steel horse. I was trying to think steel stallion. There's the alliteration I was looking for. The Fallon Stallion every Tuesday at least.
So what I'm curious about, and I think optimistic about, is when you guys are like trying to fly down the road and there's like actually traffic, is it usually the case that like people like straight up move out of your way, or is it more often the case that it like they're kind of being dickheads and all trying to like while move out of the way like one up each other?
For sure, I've only done this one time since I
Okay.
started, so Cam is going to have to answer that.
Good question.
Thank you for coming.
I'm still wondering the answer because I feel like when I put on the lights, like it's chaos.
Really?
Like, people going everywhere. People don't have any idea what to do. Some people don't hear you.
Some people stop in the middle of the road.
Refuse to move. So you see a lot of different variety, but
It actually wasn't very smooth the one time we did have to do it. We were going maybe 8 miles and it cut time off for sure, but
Where
we
was
still
on that
got
time?
stuck. That was that priority 3 call.
okay.
Residents to hospital.
Do you think that is the
Oh, yeah. We were actually too early for that call.
Well, coincidentally, it was
before the person was hurt?
Yeah, see what I mean?
No. It was other reasons for the call we won't get into too deeply, but it was a priority call, so it was an emergency, but a priority 3, so a lower grade than a priority 1. We don't use 2.
Okay.
You know, number phobic.
Yeah.
And normally you don't need lights and sirens to get to a priority 3 call, but we were catching so much traffic. It was like the first Tuesday that the state started reopening and
We're
traffic
about
was...
20 minutes out.
We were supposed to be, but we had spent 20 minutes on the drive and still had like 12 minutes left.
Damn.
So it was reasonably
Yeah.
time to use it. But then by the time we got there, it was more of a routine thing that she needs an ambulance for. But
Okay.
she was not ready yet. They thought they called for a later time than right now and emergency.
Gotcha. Damn, that's so stress-inducing.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
The big thing now is the COVID. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's talking about COVID. Have you guys been talking about COVID?
Yeah,
I'm sure you.
It's
have been
occupied a
talking
couple.
about it.
Yeah.
It's hard to not have it
We
on
had
your
like
mind.
a COVID trilogy of episodes.
Oh, boy. So what's you guys' take on it so far? Like I know kind of how Zane feels. We have a different perspective, pretty unique perspective, but
I kind of just don't know how to feel. I will say in my personal life, the way I've reacted to it, because I still have to go to work all the time, and I just now have so much more time outside of work.
yeah.
And for the first like month and a half, honestly, I was kind of just fucking off. I was like, oh, the gym's not open, like, or like I just don't feel like running today or something like that. And I would just sit there for hours on like Nintendo or on like HBO or something, just like watching movies and TV shows, just wasting time because I would be so tired after work. But lately, I think I've really hit my stride. I've like picked up a couple hobbies. And going forward, I think that my personal life will be improving because of the quarantine, at least. Now, the disease as a whole, it's hard to know where we stand between the economic implications of like opening things up, which is happening, I guess.
It's starting to, yeah.
Yeah. And what else?
The loss of human life from a disease.
Yeah, exactly. And no one I really know has gotten it. It's the dissonance between the way it's portrayed in the media and the way it has affected me in my life are so, those two things are so far apart.
It's end of the world in the media, and you're kind of doing okay.
Yeah, but then I look at like the numbers and everything. I was like, no, this is actually a big deal. But yeah, that dissonance, it makes it hard to really like.
It's not
comprehend for me.
If we had nuclear war and there was ash in the skies and the ground was glowing, you would get it, even if the numbers were the same.
Yeah.
But because it's still sunny and when you see people, the only difference is a mask, and otherwise life seems like it can go on normally, it doesn't feel as apocalyptic as looking at the numbers makes it seem.
Yeah.
If this was like an asteroid impact or a legitimate war on our soil, I'm sure it would feel different, even if the deaths were comparable.
The thing is, though, saying that makes me fear coming off as insensitive. And you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly this is a big deal to a lot of people. It just hasn't affected me. And so I'm kind of doing okay, even though I realize that there's this thing I should be caring about.
Recognize that that's, a part luck, part statistics, part health maintenance and taking care of yourself, and otherwise it's fine. As long as you're aware that there's, a disparity, I think you're okay.
Yeah, so Cam, that's about where I'm at with my thoughts.
Answer.
I'm wondering, as someone who works in like the medical field, like dealing with people, how is it, like, what's your opinion of the situation?
Well, it's really just insane. It came out of nowhere. We went from doing more routine work to completely just being swept off our feet by something that the world has never seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of shook our whole work core upside down. There's been so many things that have happened.
Protocol changes.
Logistics.
A lot of that.
Everything. Where you park, where you go, how you enter a building, what you do before you go in,
what
how
you check,
long
what
it
you
takes,
have with, what you restock, when,
after,
decontamination procedures.
It's
are all
endless.
That's crazy that the
And
procedures
it's still
are
changing at least once a week. You get an update on something.
Yeah, we get emails.
New equipment.
Wow.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is very grim. And see, helps me more. That helps me better understand the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, like the whole thing about the shortage of PPE, that wasn't even just a thing by the media.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure
Zane
it wasn't.
were working together.
We had to drive back to our headquarters.
I'm like, dude, like we've even been short on PPE. Like some things we don't have, like gloves and stuff. Like
we steal gloves from
masks.
hospitals. We'll take a pinch because it's their patients we're transporting. We're all responsible for the care.
I have a friend who's a nurse, and she was saying how when they went on to the policy of everyone has to use the same mask for the whole day, and those masks are meant to be like basically switched every time you see a new patient. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy how it seems as though it's being portrayed as it is mostly older people, even though it probably is mostly older people who are dying from this. Anybody can still get it, and anybody can still get sick.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing. Like, you can be 56 in great shape, 75 in terrible shape, 24 in bad shape. You see people with it and people who are in the hospital who are really concerned about what's going on.
But more often bad and terrible shape than great shape.
Oh,
well, yeah, I'd imagine.
Number one correlating factor with severe risk cases or severe result cases.
Damn.
Obesity.
BMI. Yeah.
I'm obese by BMI.
Be careful.
So
put your mask on, bro.
I had a friend back home who when we were in middle school, he had a little sister in elementary school, and they would play We Fit at their house. And so when you first create your character, it puts you on this scale from like underweight to obese. Now, his little sister steps on the scale, and this game tells her she's obese. But her brothers were able to spin it and say, like, it says you're a beast. And she, like, I remember because, like, she would come to, like, our soccer games and stuff, and, like, she would talk to us, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I'm a beast at We Fit. Like, she was so proud of it. And then she said, I'm almost obese. So I don't know where that came from, but yeah.
But now you see everybody outside, like jogging, working out.
Yeah, dude, I've been running way more often lately.
People doing push-ups in the park, like all types of stuff. People are getting creative.
Even push-ups.
Dude, I've picked up yoga.
Yoga, okay.
Yeah, I've been doing yoga every day for almost 2 weeks, actually.
I was thinking about Zumba myself.
Zumba, that sounds so fun.
Yeah, I need a little more energy than yoga. Like, that's a slow Zen thing. Like, that's more personal, like me alone.
P90X yoga is pretty intense.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like one video, so, you know.
The kind I'm doing is definitely very meditative. But yeah, I don't know. It's pulling up all these, like, fitness aspects about me that I either have lost since quarantine started or maybe have not had in a long time. Like,
flexibility?
Yeah, my flexibility. It's like I basically break up yoga into 3 different. Every posture is like a combination of 3 things. It's like
balance.
Flexibility, like power, and structure or balance is like
Wait,
another
you
way
used
to
to
say
wrestle,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I believe Zane told me you used to wrestle.
Yes. Yeah.
He dabbled.
Yeah, you
Holy
yeah.
shit.
National champion.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And you're so calm.
Oh, dude.
Like, I don't feel intimidated by you, which I feel like I would be by the number one, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, you're so chill. Like,
I don't
you
know.
can balance both those.
That was the thing, man.
The
like,
beast inside
you must be able to turn it on.
The obese
That's
inside
pretty
you.
cool.
It when I started wrestling when I was in like 8th grade and freshman year and even like sophomore year and stuff, like there's something that clicks inside you at some point in your training, and for some people it comes quickly, some people it doesn't come quickly, but it's just this, like, I don't know, it's an animal instinct that you like get through like repetition and training that turns into second nature, where you just start connecting things, and then when you go into a match, it's like that part of your brain turns on. I wasn't the worst dude on the mat when it came to like, oh, I just don't want to wrestle him, not because he's good, just because he's a dickhead. I wasn't like that, but there were times where like I did things that just seemed like a separate person to me almost. Like there was one time, I remember in high school, senior year of high school, I was in the district tournament, and this kid who I like knew I was supposed to beat, like I was seated above him and everything, I was wrestling him, and he ended up like going up, like getting a lead on me. And at one point he was hanging onto my leg, like, and I was standing up and he's like locked around my leg. And dude, I literally got my hand on his, like the back of his head, and I put my thumb and my pinky like under his headgear. Like I got in there tight and I just fucking like ripped him to the floor.
Holy
and it's like, I would never do that. Like that's not who I am.
But he's attacking your leg and victory is on the line.
But yeah, it's like I didn't hurt the kid, and I like was in the rules. Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah, it's and I think that's very cathartic to be able to have that like peace of mind of like high stress combative situations
in a safe environment,
and to know that you're proficient. Yeah, to like, I don't know, I think
that's why
brings
people love martial arts. That's why jiu-jitsu is so fun for me.
Yeah.
You're doing wrestling still, and I'm trying to pick up jiu-jitsu. I was trying to sell you on it today, Cam.
Yeah, you were telling me all about it.
Big fan.
Okay.
But yeah,
I have to try it.
There's definitely certain things that I've neglected, and that yoga is bringing out of me, I would say.
Good.
That I didn't get from wrestling.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm on my 30-day journey with Yoga with Adrian on YouTube. Check her out. Link in bio.
Is this happening live, or is it like
no, it's not
previous
live.
videos?
Yeah.
Are you just watching different videos, or is it a 30-day challenge she posted?
Yeah, she has a playlist of 30 yoga videos, one for every day. Like one workout. So it's like kind of structured over a month.
How long are they?
20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, not that bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Very, very doable once a day. Especially when I'm not waking up like hungover as shit on a Sunday because I was just out too late last night and then I had to call an Uber home in the morning.
Foxwoods Adventures.
It's like, that's not a day I would do yoga. Are you kidding me?
You're not thinking about good decisions in life after reflecting on those ones.
I'm thinking about just easing suffering. in the simplest way possible.
He needs palliative care, Cam. We know where to take him.
Exactly.
Man, some of these places, let's give them some free publicity and shout out the Maplewood assisted living home.
Over in Weston, 5-star. If you're ever wondering where to bring your grandmother, Maplewood and Weston. White tablecloth, great staff.
Beautiful. Artwork.
Private rooms, fresh flowers.
The rooms are apartments. It's larger than mine.
Damn, is this a place only for old people?
Assisted living and hospice care.
Oh, okay.
So end-of-life care or what my grandma lives in is assisted living. Gotcha. She has her own apartment, her own bathroom, her own kitchenette. My grandma's the same way. But there's still someone who checks in on her at least once a day. They help with, right now, grocery shopping. They usually cook meals.
Dude, right now, those places are like high security lockdown
yes.
mode.
Oh, they're terrible, go through some of them. None of them are like what we went to today. Like that was 5-star.
Oh, and some of them also
95% of them are 1-star.
That was the Ritz-Carlton.
Maybe 2 stars. There's no in between. They're one or they're the other.
Yeah,
more or less. It's not great, but yeah, they're on lockdown. There's usually temperature checks for sure.
Mm-hmm.
2 layers of doors. Normally, they're buzzing you in now. You have to, call in. Someone checks your temperature. You sign in, and then you can go.
Yeah.
Just like you're supposed to. And everyone's in PPE, so that's good to see.
Yeah, definitely.
It does seem like most people are listening to the advice now. Like, when I went to Walmart yesterday, I think I saw one person between getting out of my car, through the parking lot, doing all my shopping, checking out, back to my car that did not have a mask.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think I saw one person who didn't have a mask.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, some grocery stores are denying, aren't grocery stores denying entry without masks?
That might be the case.
You can't get in a grocery store without a mask.
Yeah.
No way.
That's good.
There's nowhere that will.
Well, that would explain it, but at least people are listening at the grocery stores then.
True.
All the Shaws are having you wait in the line before you even get in the door. Somebody has to come out to let you in.
Walmart does have people there, but I think the supercenter is so big that they don't hit the capacity.
Yeah,
there is a
Walmarts are
lineup.
good.
Yeah.
Walmart's you can get in and out.
Walmart's consistent. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a buying quantity for better prices type of guy.
Yeah, for sure.
10 pounds of chicken. Yeah. 20 pounds? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
27? I'm feeling risky. I had a grocery shopping maybe 3 months ago, and I counted it up afterwards. I ended up buying 43 pounds of meat.
43 pounds in a single trip?
Shit. It was like a 10-pound bag of chicken, a 5-pound bag of a different chicken, an 8-pound pork roast, 6 double kielbasa links.
Wow. Now, was there a
ground
cookout?
beef? No. I ate that over the following 3 weeks.
What was
5 weeks.
What was the difference in the 2 types of chicken? Just brand?
No, one was a bag of all just frozen breasts, and the other might have been a different kind of chopped white meat or mixed something or not on the bone.
Dude, when I go grocery shopping, I literally just shop for that week, and then I go every weekend and buy mostly the same stuff.
I buy what I have room for and know I will eat before it expires.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than replenish when I'm at the bottom, but eat everything and keep out of whatever, it's the same thing, but add 70% stock. So I eat in the same margins and rotate the food, so I'm eating what will expire first, but I have all that stock, which for me means I have all that variety.
Yeah, true.
I love having variety. I brought a second fridge here so I could have more food.
That's a ton of meat, though.
And I ate it all.
It, dude. You're a house. Anybody who hasn't met this man, which is probably no one who hasn't listened to this podcast, but this dude's like a fucking, what are you, 215, solid muscle.
220.
Not
solid muscle.
He kind of looks like Hercules. When I walked in and saw him as my partner, I was like, all right, this guy's undercover. There's no way.
What are you, a narc?
They're trying to catch me on some shit.
I wish that
you're
uniform
eating all
was
that
more
meat and you're just straight chiseled. If I ate all that meat, I'd look like
the secret is all the meat.
Nutty professors.
All the meat, burn all the calories. That's it. Repeat.
Yeah, so it's not just the meat; it's also all the exercise. Nah, dude, it's all the meat.
Arby's is full of yoked motherfuckers.
Yeah, bodybuilders go to Arby's.
Why, Steve?
because they got the meat.
They got the meats.
They got the meats. I'll drink to that.
Let's go to Arby's.
That's good marketing.
Arby's isn't sponsoring us yet, so we can't be shouting them out like this for free.
Although I will shout out Popeyes for free because we do a decent amount of fast food on the ambulance shift. We don't get breaks. It's just eat when you can, and as soon as you let them know
And
you're
as fast
free,
as
they
you can.
try to assign you to another job as soon as they can.
Oh, wow.
So,
Steve, this is going to tell me a lot about you.
Okay.
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
Never had a Popeyes chicken
Oh my
sandwich.
God, Jesus.
that was the worst possible thing you could have learned
Never
about
had
you.
one. Yeah, never had one. So I don't really have an opinion on it.
Well, because of this time where you grab a fast food burger, eat it, and run,
Can we hit up DoorDash?
we probably could. Because of this time, we got to try Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. Over a couple shifts, we went through all of the main chicken sandwiches. And in my opinion, Popeyes takes the cake. So Arby's, no shout out. Popeyes, you get a shout out.
I can very much understand it's probably between Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
It is, for sure.
I
Chick-fil-A
don't
is
even
also
think it's
excellent.
close. Chick-fil-A is kind of like a bland.
Chick-fil-A
It's
is
like
also
a well
good.
breaded and like cooked to a good temperature, all that
I'm
nice
curious.
bun, but it is not anything close to as good as Popeyes.
I'm curious, when you get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, how do you eat it? Do you like dunk all like that Chick-fil-A sauce in it?
Well, it varies. It depends how much time you have. I like to keep
You have
it.
all the time in the world.
I'd like to light a candle.
Okay.
Yeah, you have all the time in the world. Like, make
Put on
this
a little
thing
bit of wham.
yours.
I like to keep it in the wrapper.
Wow.
I like to get a little
Ooh.
blackened ranch that it comes with on the side.
Ooh.
And like it kind of has like a pointy tip to the end.
Yeah.
You just pour the ranch right on top
Ooh,
and then you bite it. So with each bite you add a little ranch. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
like fresh cold
I
ranch.
gotcha.
And it's always hot. If you don't get it hot, it's not going to be as good. But if you get a nice hot fresh one
Yeah.
at Popeyes,
Yep.
you'll know.
The top and chomp. I gotcha.
Exactly.
So
I may do Popeyes again this week.
I might do Popeyes later tonight with
You
Steve.
definitely sold me on Popeyes, I gotta say.
We could do
Just do
Popeyes again this week.
And the
I
chicken
actually-
itself is good too. So.
Also that. Aside from the whole bread and breaded and fried part,
Yeah.
it's not the worst thing. Aside from all that worst things, it's not the worst.
I think it's safe to say it's just not good for you.
It's probably not.
I think it's actually the healthiest fried food.
Yeah,
You did
actually,
say
that's
that.
true. Yeah, in comparison to like.
Is this way?
All right.
All right, it's time for...
I don't even know how to pick it up.
All right. It's time for a classic.
Yeah, of course.
Popeye's classic chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Would you rather? Let's start with our favorite, fan favorite, while we think of better ones, because we always come to these prepared and we're not at all stalling. Cam, would you rather have 5 dicks or no dick? And if you pick 5, Where?
Pick first, 5 or none.
5 dicks or no dicks?
Yeah.
And where can I put them? I mean, are we talking about a room?
no,
Or are we just
on your
talking-
body.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
What the hell, you thought pet dicks?
I thought they were mobile dicks. I thought you
Mobile
I thought you may
Could you
be able,
mount them?
I thought
This
you
is an
could
interesting-
possibly mount these dicks. And
Whoa.
I thought you could put these dicks anywhere in your house.
Oh, so you own these dicks.
Are you
Well,
talking
it's
about
hard.
suction cup dildos? Because we're
No,
talking
no.
about functional
Fully
dicks.
Well,
functioning.
I mean, I didn't know how imaginary you were being. You said 5 dicks; they could be a functional
Yeah, no.
mobile dick.
All
They
right.
are part
But
of
you
your
want
body.
the part of your body. Okay.
Anatomical body part.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Okay,
That makes it a good question.
I will absolutely take 5.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Because if I had no dicks, like, what would you do? I mean, what would you have?
Not fuck.
You'd have nothing. There's nothing left. So at least if I had 5, I could still have that one you have fun with, like everyone else. But then I have 4 more to have even more fun with.
Absolutely.
That's the right attitude.
Yeah.
Take an optimist approach.
So you take the
You
5.
might as well put one dick in your hand.
In your hand.
You have
just
to.
all the time.
If I have 5 dicks and I don't put one
I
in my
imagine you
hand,
coming to give
what am
someone
I
a
doing?
firm handshake versus a soft handshake is a very different sentiment.
When you put it that way, maybe a little bit lower on the arm.
Like an Assassin's Creed wrist
yeah,
blade.
like you kind of don't see it under a long sleeve shirt.
Yep.
But
Great
if you
call.
kind of hike your wrist up, the head of the dick will come out.
And then you could also use it as a Spider-Man web slinger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you have a
That-
real short fuse.
That would be nice. So
Yeah.
you might want to put 2 there. So that takes away 2
You might
dicks.
2 on one side?
Each on one side of the arm.
Oh, so each arm has 2.
No,
and then
no. So my right arm has 2 dicks. on it.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like the asymmetry.
Because we have to have 5. I'm going to have 1 in the right place. That's 3. I have 2 more.
Yeah, it's more. You don't want to go
I
both
have
wrists.
2 hidden dicks.
He's analyzing this maybe better than anyone.
Yeah.
And then I have, okay. Interesting.
Divide by pi,
I'm
carry the
gonna put
1,
1.
square.
I'd want a Wolverine claws on one hand of dicks.
I think I have to put 1 on my shin.
Oh.
You don't have to do anything except defend that
I'm
statement.
going to put a dick on my shin.
Why?
Explain.
Because if you put a dick on your shin, just think about it.
You'll laugh a lot.
Think about what you could do with that. There's a lot
You
of
can
mobility
kick someone
there.
right there.
There's a lot of exercise you can do without being extremely tired after 2 minutes. That gives you an extreme advantage.
I feel like
in
arm
many
fast
fields.
twitch muscles work better than legs. Could you imagine trying to repeatedly kick slam some poor woman for 25 minutes?
I can kick all day.
Hold on.
I can kick. I can't hip thrust all day.
His plan is to substitute the muscles involved in sex with his calf and thigh muscles.
Oh.
That's just with one of my dicks. I have 5 dicks here. So
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just
This man
I'm
is-
just
Because he
covering
already
all
has
the
one on the
bases.
wrist, so he can like kind of like
Exactly.
pump
So
it, you
I
know
have
what I'm saying?
options here.
yeah.
Hand or foot.
All right, and where's the 5th go?
The regular
fifth
place.
one?
Isn't that all?
No,
five?
that was the 3rd. Wait, where on your shin? Like, low to the I'm assuming closer to the ankle, just for better pivoting, right?
I'm gonna say
want the knee.
just like straight up shin.
middle of it.
Shin?
Shin.
Middle of it.
You gotta wear some tall
Would
socks.
you- how would you classify that? Your shin.
Mid-shin.
Yeah, mid shin.
Mid-shin.
Right
That
up
works.
front.
And then the last one.
Full shaft, mid-shin.
I mean, the last one's probably the one that everybody did.
Which is
Probably on your back.
Nobody has
Not
said
a
that.
single-
Oh, wow. Why
What
would
is
you
the
not
obvious
do
answer
those?
we missed here?
Because then,
well, the bandolier idea. No, that was 4 across the front. Never mind.
No, that was around my waist like a hula hoop.
Okay, true. That was kind of your back.
So you could hula hoop in the middle of some people.
you could do a lot of things there. And you're still not obvious about
Where on
how
your
the
back?
goes.
Because I definitely
Kinda
can't
think of
thrust
how
with my back.
an animal would have a tail. Like
Yeah,
kinda
okay,
in
bottom
that
of the
location.
tailbone.
And then
That's
your
better,
dick's
I got
sticking
that.
up. So say your wife wants to fuck you and you want to go to sleep, but you can still get hard if she sucks on it. She can just sit on it. You go to sleep.
Oh, if you're a
You
belly
know.
sleeper?
Exactly.
Dude, you must be a generous lover.
I'm just saying.
like this is
Everybody's happy.
Yeah,
I still
for
got
sure.
4 other dicks. I mean,
He's,
yeah.
I
he's
could
only
jerk
generous
off.
when we're talking tape measure length.
All
right.
And I'm thinking standard size, like decent size.
9 inches.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I hope these aren't like freakishly
No, they're all
uncut or
They're all-
short and just unexpected.
they're all equal to your current dick. They're
Okay.
they're duplicates.
Control
wow,
C,
yeah.
Control V, Control V.
Then I'll definitely stick with my answers.
Okay.
And
I
with
like
5,
that.
you can control the V.
Damn. Wow. What a complex answer, but you really kept me going through the whole thing.
Also, I like that they're kind of all either center line or on the right side of his body.
Yeah.
So, like, in pictures, you can stand left side out and nobody will frickin' know.
That's
Well, I'm
true.
left-handed.
Clever.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I'm
that
gonna
fact.
keep
I was
that
thinking
going.
dominant hand, but that sounds like a better idea.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Keep that.
Although I would do dominant leg, though, so I'd be crossed. Non-dominant hand, dominant leg.
Oh, damn, same, yeah. I'm also crossed.
Just got to pose with your legs crossed.
You left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed,
Okay.
left-footed.
Gotcha.
That is a problem, huh?
No, not really. Being left-footed's awesome.
Because of all of the times it comes into play in your daily life.
Yeah, because one, when I used to play soccer, it's more rare to be left-footed. So, like, certain things, like sending the ball, crossing it in from the left side was something I could do, like, pretty easily. And then in wrestling, it's also less common, and guys are not as used to wrestling a left foot lead as they are a right foot lead. And I was very much used to wrestling
So
right
you
foot
cheated
lead.
to your championship.
It was in my benefit. I wouldn't say it carried me all the way to the top.
But it helped.
Yeah, it definitely
The
helped.
first left-footed, right-handed wrestler.
And that gives people another thing to study, too.
Yeah.
They're so focused on what hand and what way you're coming with that
Mhm.
they're not focusing on just beating you.
Yeah.
Why
That's
don't
what the Patriots do to people.
Why don't you
To get
run
in their heads?
run down it? How are you feeling now that we the Patriots have to see Brady and Gronk on another team?
I'm kind of fucked up over the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think Steve and I care too much, so I wanted to hear your take.
I'm not a big footballer.
Well, I'm a huge Patriots guy, The whole thing's heartbreaking to me that Tom Brady had to go. There was no reason that Tom.
I was going to say, did he have to go? Why couldn't he have re-upped?
No, it's just...
Wait, let's try and paint it in a silver light. Maybe he thinks that the best years are behind him and he's about to start sucking and he doesn't ever want to play poorly with the Patriots, the team he cares about.
Doubt it.
So now he's going to go rake in money while playing pretty well, but not at the level he was.
Yeah.
To not risk tarnishing him and Belichick's superior
Yeah, maybe he
history.
won't have the same chemistry with this new team. Who knows?
That's almost definite considering how long he's been a part of the Patriots team and how much it was built around that offense.
And who knows if he knows how to throw a fully inflated ball anyway.
The biggest question.
To go from
most teams
from the greatest franchise ever and probably professional sports, definitely modern day.
All Blacks, the New Zealand All Blacks.
To go to Tampa Bay is like pretty drastic.
Yeah.
So there had to be something serious going on. Like it just wasn't working. He was there for 20 years. And now he's like, I'm done. I got 1 or 2 years left. Maybe go retire like everyone else does in New England and go to Florida. So I can't hate him from that perspective. But for New England not to reach out to him, give him what he wants, and like be waiting for him hand and foot.
What did he want?
After 6 rings, like no athlete in sports has delivered 6 rings besides who? Jordan? So come on, give him that respect.
That does put him in maybe the top 2 company in the world for sports.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible when you look at it from that angle.
Yeah.
So what did he want?
What did he want?
He just wanted $30 million, I think, in 2 years.
What was he making previously?
Previously, he wasn't making top in the league. I think he was a $14 million cap hit, somewhere around there.
So $30 million and 2 would make him the top earning player in the league?
No, but it would put him top 10 in the league at least, you know?
Which almost seems reasonable at this point.
It shouldn't come down to money with Brady unless he's asking to be paid top in the league. He's not asking to be paid top in the league. And, by the way, he has been to, last 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, so...
It seems like a pretty reasonable ask, to be honest.
So,
Is Tampa Bay paying him $30 million in 2 years?
Tampa Bay gave him exactly what he wanted.
Okay, well, someone was willing to pay it, and that seems his worth. I think then that was a reasonable ask because he got paid
even
that.
Better when I found out Gronk went there.
That's kind of nice. They get to buddy cop it again.
Joe Soy, yes.
Yeah, the funny man.
Gronk is the only person I've seen make NFL players look kind of like teenagers when he plays with them. When you see like a 6'2" corner or something, and he's 6'6".
It just looked like he was just running out there like recess, and nobody could tackle him.
It was the one kid who hit puberty earlier, got left behind a grade.
See, this is something that I've never been able to like grasp about sports, professional sports specifically, where people can follow them and get attached to these like athletes when it's like, of course they're going to leave for more money, right? Like, I mean, I guess some don't.
Yeah, there are plenty of players that like to stay in.
Kobe was Lakers for life, right?
Paul Pierce in Boston, he stayed here forever till he got traded.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't know how I could become a fan of a team to the point where...
I think it helps if you live in one area, but you did, right?
Yeah, well, I lived in Jersey.
Wait, your mom works for the Jets, and you live in Jersey. There's reason
Well,
enough.
that's your problem right there. You're from Jersey. They don't really have real sports.
That's kind of true. We lost the Nets.
The Nets had a good thing going.
They
went to the finals in 2001.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd.
When we were in like high school, though, they were the most losingest team in all of sports ever, or something like that. And then they went to Brooklyn, and now they're better, or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. And we had the New Jersey Devils.
The
also.
Jets have sucked forever.
Yeah. We had the Giants for 2 Super Bowls when I was in middle school and high school, though. That was pretty neat. Over the Patriots.
They're New York.
Yeah, exactly. But that's who, like, North Jersey identifies with the Giants, South Jersey identifies with the Jets, for the most part. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do the Jets have the smallest fan base of anyone?
They have a rowdy-ass fan base, I'll tell you that. I don't know if it's the smallest.
It seems like they might be in the middle of the most densely populated area for teams and have the weakest share of the most important areas, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
Like, there's also the Patriots, the Giants, the Eagles, all pretty close.
Yeah. The Eagles is what probably cannibalizes more of their fans than the Giants, I would say.
But, like, all of that in the surrounding area and all of them being better teams and all of them kind of having shares of, like, Philly and New York and Boston, like, I think there's a good chance that they might have the smallest player base.
I would
I
would like to retract my previous statement. South Jersey is definitely mostly Eagles, not Jets, I would say.
So who is Jets?
What a good
Small
question.
window.
Yeah.
Some of New York.
New York's big.
Who
man.
wants to be a fan of that franchise? I mean,
You were grandfathered into it, or you're not joining?
Joe Namath, right?
Probably,
Namath.
dude.
That was the
don't
last
know football. I've been to one Jets game.
But New Jersey does have some beautiful beaches, I will say.
Dude, the Jersey Shore is a magical place. When you're in middle school and high school,
Oh, that's a great place to be, huh?
it's special.
Oh,
You fall in love with the Jersey Shore, man.
Dude, I bet. I bet you fall in love at the Jersey Shore.
Just, yeah.
Now, is that whole Guido
Guidet.
thing real?
So-
or is that just made up on TV?
I would say that I grew up in a very Italian area, and a lot of people from my area would go down the shore, like, for the summer. DTS, like we call it in Jersey. And
Down to shore.
Down the shore.
Okay.
It's grammatically incorrect, but it's just what everyone says. Like, oh, I'm going down the shore.
DTS.
Yeah, I'm going DTS
They're
this
so
weekend.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Jersey
So
boys.
that was definitely true, but I don't know. There's a lot of people who go, and I was never old enough to like go like the clubbing scene and everything. So like when I was actually down the shore, that's not like what I really encountered, was that whole Guido thing.
But is it there?
Oh yeah, for sure it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah.
what the viewers want to know.
Yeah, for sure.
The listeners. There's no view. No view to be had. Maybe next week.
Dude, did I talk about the sizzle reel from the pizza place I worked at? Or no?
Oh, yes. You showed me that.
Have I talked about it on the podcast?
I don't think so.
So
You worked at the most Jersey establishment possible.
yeah, we can show you the video after if you want. But is Freya having a nightmare?
Freya's having
I
a
think
dream.
she's having a nightmare.
Freya!
So anyway,
Wake up, baby.
I did.
Okay.
I was a pizza delivery guy for this place called The Godfather. It was run by all these like Italiano kind of guys. And at one point, they made started like recording like a TV show in their restaurant, and they were trying to like sell it to MTV or something to be like a Cake Boss Jersey Shore kind of like show. And their sizzle reel for it is on YouTube, like a highlight like reel of like all of their like different episodes and stuff, and it's just the most Italian, like fake, like that, like Guido Italian. You can tell they're kind of playing it up to thing, and MTV did not buy it. So
No,
It is-
they weren't about it.
It is pretty funny and over the top, though.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
yeah,
What's the video called?
probably like Godfather's sizzle reel, Godfather's pizza sizzle reel. That'll probably find it. I don't know the
Check
exact
it
title.
out.
Yeah.
Leave a link in the comments for us.
Worth a look if you want to see all my bosses like making asses of themselves.
Grown-ass adults
Yeah.
making a business plan based on an MTV pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Well, no, the pizza place had been around for generations, or 2 generations at that point. It was a family business, you see.
Like mafioso work.
Yeah, exactly. There's the Godfather.
Speaking of mafia, I played the machine video for him today while we were driving a distance. I was
Oh,
driving and I
God.
made him watch it.
What a classic.
His introduction to Bert Kreischer. I think we're going to start doing
I think
stand-up
that's-
clips in the car.
I think that's like everyone's introduction to Bert Kreischer.
That's why I picked it.
Yeah, it's a perfect one, man.
I referenced him sometime earlier in the day in a conversation and was like, oh, wait, you know what? We have 30 minutes to get there. I have a 16-minute story for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia.
What'd you think?
Oh, it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely hilarious.
What a time. I wish
The
college was
funniest
like
thing
that.
was the fact it was true.
Yeah.
That's what made
really
it blow
got
up. I told him, but in case you didn't know, Steve, when he posted that on Facebook, the first or second comment was from someone in his class who was like, this is all true.
Yeah, yeah.
He fucking robbed us or whatever. And that made it explode.
Yeah.
And that was what like set him off in becoming, the superstar he's kind of becoming in the
Yeah,
comedy
exactly.
world. Now he's got a tour bus with his face on it.
Oh, God. Even the way he, like, sells or, like, advertises
Self-promotes.
his tour. Yeah.
It's so funny and
That
unique.
hip-hop dance video, dude. Oh, my God. That was incredible.
You should follow him on Instagram, Cam. He's pretty fucking funny.
We gotta do it. Love it.
Oh wait, you don't do
Absolutely
Instagram.
love it.
I'll show
No
you
social
clips.
media. Can't find me.
He's off the grid.
Off the grid. Don't search.
Good for you, man.
Can't see him.
Good for you.
Yep. I'm out of the loop.
I offered he could take my Echo because I want a Google one, but I don't want to have two because that's wasteful. So
I have two.
You're
I have
wasteful.
a Google one and an Amazon one.
That's exactly what I don't want to do.
But only because I bought one and then got the other one as a gift.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You're still a piece of shit. But yeah, Cam turned it down. He didn't want the spyware in his home.
No. Alexa's listened to you. They do creepy stuff
She
when
lit
you're
up.
not home.
She lit up when you said
Yeah,
that.
she's already like, yeah, that's too much.
Alexa, you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
I got dogs. I mean, I don't need something taken
And Alexa
over my
doesn't
house.
play well with dogs.
Damn. No, good for you though. I think like there is something to be said about like that level of caution that a lot of people like throw to the wind.
Oh yeah,
That
People
I
put
definitely
their
do.
whole lives out
I
on the
knowingly
internet.
do.
The thing is, it's not that I tend to put my life out there as much, but I'm willing to give up a decent amount of personal information for convenience.
Yeah,
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I don't think twice. I generally, and I don't think this has ever become a problem, but like putting my social security number down, like if I'm anywhere, I don't know, it's just like.
If you're anywhere
Like,
where
I'll
they
be
need
like-
your social, it's somewhere that you navigated to where they've kind of expected
but it's
it.
like when you like buy a cell phone. Like, do they need my social security number when you buy like a cell phone plan? Isn't that a thing?
Maybe.
it stems deeper.
Stuff like
than-
that. I'm just
than
like
more than just your
sure.
private information, like your cell phone number and stuff. Like
Yeah.
even like what you put on social media, like when you say you say I like flowers, then you got someone that responds, "You're a dumbass." You know,
Yeah.
it's just like people out there just want to
With that
hate
side of
just because
social
you say
media.
something. It's like, why even bother?
Yeah.
You know?
I think mine's pretty positive, but that's because I only interact with or follow people that I know or want to see that material.
Mm.
Like, I don't follow anything controversial or that I dislike.
Mm.
And I also am only ever putting positive stuff out. Like, if I'm going to comment, it's to say something nice or funny.
Yeah.
It's never to be like a dick. So I don't know. Like, my Instagram, the only mean things on it are comments that you and the boys have made on my pictures.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll be honest. I'm in a relationship, so I can't have social media.
Whoa, what does that
Yeah,
mean?
it sucks.
What is I don't see the connection.
Are you in
Yeah.
a relationship?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
He
that's
rarely
why.
has been.
Oh, you're
He's-
single too. Oh, great. Yeah. So
I usually am.
I love
So
this
there you go.
perspective, though. I want to know more.
yeah, once you're in a relationship, there is no social media, and if you're
That's
on
not
social
true.
media, you're probably a shitty boyfriend.
Like,
Just to
at
be
all?
Is this
Like,
what
at
you're being
all?
told?
This is just how I feel.
Like,
I
even if
mean,
it's like you don't really post at all, you'll check your Instagram feed, and then like you'll use Facebook to join like a group or an event. Is that a bad boyfriend?
I don't know. I just know the give and take with all the females out there, all the males out there. There's a lot of
There's too much
flirtatious.
temptation.
There's a lot of thirst traps out there. It's
Yeah.
just not a good place for people in relationships. Especially if you're with someone that's a little jealous.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then it's just like, how?
Then
Tell
it's
me how.
almost like,
How is it
this
going
is
to be
easier.
all right that 150 women like this photo of just me smiling?
And also, how much of your social media time is
And
spent?
what can I say back to those 150 women?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Correct.
You know? And how many can I be friends with?
Some?
None.
Oh.
Come on.
And how many? How
So
much
what's
of your
the point?
also how much of your like
They're
actual
strapped.
social media time as a single person is spent just looking at people you know doing their best to look as beautiful as possible all the time?
Yeah.
It's
That's
like-
all social media is.
Yeah, it's like once
Except
you
for
have
the occasional funny picture.
yeah, true. There's that too. There's the funny stuff, but like I feel like the funny stuff isn't addicting.
The beautiful stuff is.
Yeah, I think that's more of an addiction.
That's reasonable. All right. Okay. I see a case being made.
Yeah,
So you could be
Yeah.
just at a point where, like, man, this is easier.
but I think that that's also just a knocking at social media in general, whether you're single or not single.
Oh, wait. And then there's Snapchat. How do you have Snapchat when you're in a relationship?
To Snapchat your girl.
People can send you pictures that disappear forever. Oh, that's great for a relationship.
You're starting to betray your age, Cam.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
How does that work?
Damn, dude.
No.
Some people, here's the thing.
I almost asked you for your Snapchat today.
Here's the thing, is with Snapchat, there's something about, even with like friends or maybe someone you're interested in, maybe even your girlfriend, that is it's very easy to just quick take a picture of what you're doing and send it. Like, it's way less annoying than, like, going through, like, text and having it there, and it's like, oh, I don't, it's whatever. And so the convenience of that alone to, like, text message your friends or someone you're seeing, I don't know, I think there's value to it.
Yeah.
Although
there's still people that use it for other reasons.
In a relationship, I can see how it would do way more harm than good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just opted out of the whole thing. I tried it for a few months, kept blowing up my face.
All right.
So I just said no.
Fair enough. Respectable.
Yeah. But when I was single, I used it, and it's great,
Social media in that way, I could see.
Don't sound too wistful.
Yeah, I mean, social media just really isn't that good for you. But, like, I think the other mental block for me is saying, like, oh, but I use that to keep up with people. But everyone who I actually keep up with, I have in, like, group chats and stuff.
All right, then I can come in on a different perspective with this, because I definitely use it to keep up with people.
Okay.
Like, especially since it's become bigger in high school and in college, I moved around a bunch. I have a bunch of middle school friends on Instagram, and I get to see what they're doing or what their jobs are. Graduation happened. And when I see that, I can say, happy graduation, because now I don't know what fucking year they're in of school or what they're doing.
Yeah.
But that gives me event clues and hints or prompts to follow up with and talk to people if I want to.
But true. But why would you want to? These are all people you like, I presume, that you're talking about?
Yeah. I don't hit up and just chat for 10 minutes with people I dislike.
Yeah.
But I would say maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks, I'll end up texting someone who I haven't talked to in a year or 2 or 3. And just like, how you been? I texted Billy Oldak the other day, and I haven't talked to him in probably 2.5 years.
That's true. Yeah, no, I do the same kind of thing if I'm like looking through stories.
And Instagram is definitely a way that spurs those reminders to like, you know what? I don't know how he's doing, and I'd like to not become a stranger in their life.
That, or if just something like hits me. Like the other day, one of our friends posted a picture of her playing Nintendo 64 with like Pokemon Stadium, and I was like, I will beat your ass at Pokemon Stadium. And, I haven't talked to her in a while, but like it was just like, oh, kind of nice to catch up. On the other side of that, though, I can see how in a relationship, just being able to just like message chicks that you used to know who are most likely like attractive,
even if they're your best friend, your cousin, whoever.
Your cousin, that shouldn't
matter.
I feel like family relations shouldn't be an issue.
Just the female name alone gets you in trouble.
It's a good thing we aren't in Latvia. Zana.
Would you say you're a jealous person?
I can be.
Would you have an issue with your girl having these social medias?
No, because I let her have it now, and I just don't even look at it.
And you trust her?
She has it, and you don't.
I don't even look at it. It's not worth the argument. It's not worth the stress. I let her do what she wants. I know the girl I'm with is extremely loyal.
It's so nice that you trust her. I really don't
care what she puts on the internet.
That's a beautiful thing that you trust her. But so do you not trust yourself with social media? Or does she not want you to do it? Is this like something that
it doesn't even, I trust myself with social media, but even if I didn't, there's still people just liking photos. There's too many, as I call them, transactions happening under your social media where it raises an eye, I don't need my phone lighting up every 3 seconds.
Even if he's not doing anything uncouth and no one else is, if 150 of the 220 likes is girls, it's 150 girls that like the picture. I see it. Oh my
God, I can never imagine monitoring someone that closely.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
That sounds like so much effort.
And a lot of women do, even if they don't admit it, they do.
Oh,
that's a scary thought.
I wish we had a woman on the show to speak. But no one.
Too bad we don't know any because we're all incels.
Yeah, exactly.
Involuntary celibate. You're too cool to maybe know what that abbreviation is. Those are like the neckbeards and fedora guys on Reddit and everything that can't get laid, but not by their own choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're bitter. They dislike women.
Oh yeah, I know plenty of guys like that.
There you go.
They're a thriving community.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
I'm worried that Brody might grow into that.
No, dude, you can't say that.
My little brother, the 16-year-old, almost 17.
Wow.
But to his credit, he's very, very funny. Like, he's got exactly the type of Reddit humor that could be bred into.
He's still only 17. Your other brother's like...
21.
Is that... Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is the younger one.
Oh, okay.
But he does a lot of video gaming and not a lot of much else.
Yeah.
There's a risk. He could go down either path. He could balance the dark and light side of the Force, or he could, succumb to the dark side.
There's just nerdy kids who don't get laid till college.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the path of when you get laid, I don't give a fuck about, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean the path of becoming bitter about it and making it part of your identity.
Oh, he seems a little bit too chill.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
I would call it like 80% clear now, but just like the age and his extracurricular.
A lot can change. Yeah. A lot can change.
Yes.
At such a...
Between he moved to a new town, so new high school, no brothers around this time, just him. Like, lives out in the country.
Wait, how long ago was this move?
Like 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, okay.
She moved to
the beginning of high school, yeah.
Yeah, right at the beginning. So brand new to high school. No kids near him on the street. We weren't living there. Just him and mom. And computer games. Because my dad plays a bunch, so he does. And he likes it a lot, so he got his computer over successive Christmas and birthdays. And he plays Steam and has a bunch of Steam friends, but that's most of it.
Yeah.
Not just school's not really his thing. Just the overall sum of the things he's aiming down. I'm like, okay, there's a risk you could become the bad type of stuck to your keyboard.
Yeah.
But his personality and I think me and Carter's superior charm are shaping him up to be, hopefully, much chiller than that.
Yeah,
like
he's got these two archetypal big brothers that are opposites in many ways, but kind of perfectly contrast each other to teach him the right lessons of both perspectives. Hopefully,
that's a beautiful way to paint me and Carter.
and hopefully not all the bad lessons, because that's it could be the good from one and
he
the
just
bad
starts
from
chewing
the other.
dip like Carter.
Who knows, dude? It could manifest itself in many ways.
Oh God, he could grow his hair out like me.
But I'm optimistic. His hair is longer than yours, isn't it?
Not right now.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But it has been.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's his brother summed up. He is a ball of potential energy.
I don't think.
Have you seen Ginger or not?
No.
That's the little one we're talking about. He might be taller than me now. I think he's got a half inch on me. He's almost 17 and he's maybe 6'2", a full 6'2".
Dude, I'm telling you, he is a ball of potential in every way possible.
I keep trying to get him to work out. That was the time.
Dude, he's sprouting. Let him finish growing. See how long it goes.
Well, he wanted to wait until he was 16 because that's the kind of safe age.
Yeah.
But now he's I don't know.
Yeah, it's not for him too. It's not for a lot of people.
I try.
Yeah.
I can't wait for gyms to open up. I can't wait for everything to open up. Cam, what's the first thing you're going to go to?
Oh, I definitely would have to say probably movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good call.
I wonder what's going to be
If
out.
you can't go to a
That's a good
sporting
question.
event. If a sporting event's there, I'll definitely do that. Then a movie theater. Seeing a nice movie would be awesome.
Okay. Steve,
Yeah.
first thing you're going to go to?
I would say most likely the gym because 5 days out of the week, I'm not going to be probably fucking off and doing something fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's most of the week right there. It's oh yeah, if it happens Monday through Friday, I would like to go back to the gym. If it happens on a weekend, maybe not the gym, maybe something else. I don't know. Although it will be mobbed, so who knows?
I think it'll be fun. Risky,
Maybe.
but fun.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Jiu-jitsu if it's Monday through Friday. Bar if it's weekend.
Yeah. Oh, bars. Bars. I think I'm still gonna stay away from.
Are there ever going to be bars?
Again?
Are there?
God, I
Can you
hope.
really have people
Yes.
packed in
Yes.
around a drinking fountain?
Yes.
Well,
Really?
after the Corona whole thing has passed.
What about old people? Are they just not going to go out now?
I mean, what kind of timetable are you talking? If it's unlimited time just after this disease has passed, yeah, they'll probably still, if they were going out before, the same.
They say no vaccine till next March.
Yeah, and so then maybe after next March, they'll start going out again. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, though. I did not know that time scale. Or maybe I did know it, and I made myself forget it because it was unpleasant to me that it's going to take that long to get a vaccine.
Fair enough. Cam, we strayed a little bit from the would you rather topic.
I think we answered it fully.
No. I mean, would you rather as a topic.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Generally, that's a game with more than one question.
That's true.
Would you rather shave your head or have hairy feet on the top? I mean, like, hairy.
Like Hobbit Harry?
No, like, hairy. Like, you have scalp level of hair.
Oh.
Like, you have a coat of fur on the top of your feet.
You have to basically constantly, like, be buzzing it or, like, trimming it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shave your feet.
Cam, how long you been growing your hair now?
A little over 2.5 years.
Just for some context.
So yeah, I would definitely have to say I'll leave my feet hairy because I can always put socks on, and then I can do what I want.
It's kind of a good answer. That's
bald,
kind of
you got it's right.
If you're gonna go to the beach, you got to shave it. But like, it's like chicks in the winter. Like, yeah, why would they shave their legs?
Yeah, it's like maintaining a bald head.
Yeah.
You just buzz it. You get one of those little, like, Philips Norelco 3 rotating things that aren't really blades.
Yeah.
You just keep the lawn trimmed.
Damn, I was going to go bald, but I guess that would be pretty damn manageable.
It's too early to go bald. Early. Way too early.
Yeah,
Steve, you might be thinning a bit.
No.
Oh, I definitely am thinning a bit.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, for sure.
I was joking.
It's creeping for sure.
It could just be, a little bit, but you got nothing to worry about.
You have at least 3-4 years left.
Yeah, exactly. I got a couple good months left in me. It's not really thinning like in the back at all. It's really just like these parts. Like
you got the LeBron.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well,
so yeah, I think I'm gonna go hairy feet too. That's a great question.
Hairy feet. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Because I totally had my opinion changed. Zane's desperate for hair anywhere on his body, so I think he's going to go with the feet.
You're like, that'd be nice.
Patch your pubes aren't that bad. If only I could grow a beard.
Yeah. Grow a foot beard. You'll be called Footbeard the Pirate.
Fuck you. Rather go with double pegs. If this question came in like 5 years, I think I might be ready to try out the bald thing and just run with it.
Really?
But I'm not done with the long hair yet. It's almost where I want to keep it for a little bit, but like I'm still growing it right now. I have to do foot hair by default.
Wow.
It's not even really up to me.
It's up to the gods.
Yeah.
Wow.
The gods of flow.
So we're all going foot hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't have a foot fetish.
Me neither, thank God.
Yeah.
But I bet you could find someone who has a hairy foot fetish.
I've had a foot job.
I don't know if I would want the rest of that person.
You missed the best interjection of this podcast's run so far.
Damn. What, a foot job?
Cam
you guys
goes,
have never
in
had
the
a
middle
foot job.
in the middle of Steve's rant. Cam goes,
never
"I've had a foot job," and you just talk right by that.
Yeah.
Let's revisit. Let's back
totally
that.
Freaked that. Yeah.
So
I've had a foot job, Cam.
A foot job, especially for us relationship people, should be a part of the rotation of action.
Wow.
I've never heard the sentiment in my life.
So say you're on the couch, she's down the end texting. She can just simply put up her feet.
Multitask.
And just kind of give you a nice little, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, I appreciate it.
Well, how do you do?
You're like, oh, hey, thank you. And
Top of the
it kind
morning.
of goes from there, but
Love
at least you don't got to be afraid of it. I'm not like, foot gross,
Yeah. I like that.
Perfect
it's
answer.
Like, don't bring no stinky feet around me.
Who are you who is so wise in the ways of science?
Yeah,
Cam's
yeah.
come with a solid answer. Steve, do you have any questions about life, taxes, whatever? I think he has a good answer for everything.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I was prepared for this. This sage wisdom that we've been receiving.
What should you do if your side chick catches your third chick
Oh, shit.
with your first chick?
Oh, man. So usually at that point, forget about the third
You
chick.
move states.
You just forget about the third chick.
Okay.
Cut losses.
Moving helps. Moving definitely helps.
Moving helps. Changing your
Can't run
name.
from your problems. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Why are we blanking out your last name again, Cam?
Cam, who are you talking about? Carl. Yeah.
That's it. Move. All right. That's a good answer. He continues with
Just
his
cut and run.
perfect record. Yeah.
Focus on the main chick. If you lose her, jump ship. Leave them all.
But she cheated on you with your third chick.
Your main chick?
Yeah, that's the story, right? The second chick?
The second chick found your first and third chick together.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Your chick cheated on you with the chick you're cheating on her with.
Okay.
But also, she was found by the primary chick you're cheating on her with, and the chick that she's cheating on you with is the chick that you're cheating on her with.
Chick,
I had something like that happen.
Wait, what?
Believe it or not, I had something like that happen. Not to that extent, but
I almost
similar.
don't. This is the best.
So my ex, oh my god, fuck her.
I can't wait to hear.
My goodness. So my best friend was a girl.
Once upon a time.
Hold on, I can't even tell the story. I gotta change names.
All right, give it a second. Get it straightened out. That's okay.
So
we anonymize things. If you need to change dates, places, people, that's fine. You're living your life your way. We don't need to know the truth of it. You're telling us the part we want to hear, but let's get the framework that makes this such a
So tell me if
moment.
this is fucked up. Me and we weren't best friends, but we always went to the bar together. We pick up chicks, whatever.
Yeah.
We both had girlfriends.
You're Steve, I would say.
Yeah, Steve. We'll go with Steve.
Okay.
Steve has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
He breaks up. Steve, you break up with this girl.
Okay.
And for some reason, she's in my inbox since you're on social media. And so I fuck her. Like, let's just get to the point.
Okay, yeah.
And then...
It's what it is.
Then then your friend fucks your ex. Did I say that right? So you guys fuck each other's exes.
Okay.
Am I you in this story, or am I a third male?
You're me.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
wait.
so you guys fuck each exes.
So in this story,
there's too many names.
We are friends, Steve and I. Yeah. That's easy enough to keep track of so far.
We're both dating girls.
We're both dating girls.
Break up.
You break up with your girlfriend. I have sex with her.
Yeah, and you even asked the first time, and he says no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he asked, and the friend said no, please don't.
And then you did it anyway.
Okay, and then...
But you didn't tell anyone.
What happened next?
But then you didn't tell anyone.
Okay, I didn't tell anyone. Yeah. And then does he have sex with my girlfriend?
He has sex with your ex-girlfriend.
She broke up with me also?
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
both
then
of you...
find out from her.
So both of you split, both of you had sex with the other's girlfriend.
And in the meanwhile, you fucked his other ex, too.
Oh!
Boom! It was all over. So you know what I did? I went up to my ex, and I just had a feeling. I didn't even know. I said, why'd you fuck Steve? Why didn't you tell me? And she goes, well, I wish we never drove home that night. I go, oh my God, you fucked him. And so
you played a hunch?
So I was like,
that's so bold.
I said to her, we don't even need to talk anymore. And I haven't talked to her since that message. I just blocked her and everything.
Wow.
And then I went to my buddy. I'm like, yeah, I know about, what happened.
After you did the same thing to his girlfriend.
And then I go, it's all right. Like, I banged this one.
Oh, really? So he knew?
And it's like, so we're even. And I go, I also banged that one. And then I just walked away. So, hey, that's why you always
I don't get even. I get advantage.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
That's a pretty incredible parallel to the little story we were drawing.
Fun summer with no obligation, just great time. Every weekend was great.
Dude, your life
Fingers
and
and
we're
butts,
still
dicks and
friends.
butts.
We're still friends.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
all four of you? No.
We never got butthurt over it.
But you said I thought you haven't talked to your ex since that day.
I haven't talked to my ex.
You and your boy are still friends.
Aw.
Gotcha.
So that's the lesson in this all.
Were your exes friends?
No.
Okay.
So it doesn't totally correlate, but
That's pretty
it
close.
rang a bell.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good story, I'll be honest.
Damn.
All right. There was one last thing I wanted to do on this episode, if you guys have time for it.
Sure.
Fantastic. Glad I can keep you here. We're going to do our recurring favorite bit.
The one we do all the time.
Every episode. The only thing consistent about our performance, except for tech difficulties. What would you trade? In this episode, we are going to be talking about diseases versus consumer rewards, like money and yachts and houses. So,
financial compensation.
Kind of, but it can be products as well. It can be anything. We're not going to say world peace. We're going to say, I want a race car.
Is the moon a product? Does it have a price?
I think no, because we want to stay somewhat in the realm of possibility with this.
What if I want to buy SpaceX? I can just do that.
I guess you could. Do you think Elon will sell it? That's a question for a different episode.
There's an amount of money.
Maybe. But shut up.
That his board will make himself.
He has enough. That's a stupid question.
Dude, he got fired as a CEO from Tesla. He get fired.
He's back.
I'm confused.
Yeah, but I'm saying they could pull
They
some
have
shit
enough
on.
money. He personally has enough money that he doesn't need to liquidate any of his passion projects for money.
Anyway.
He's selling all of his personal belongings now because he doesn't want to have the material stuff. This was like a big thing he went public about.
I see. Anyway, on with the question.
So, let me give you a softball since clearly you haven't covered up your soft spot. Steve, what would it take for you to voluntarily contract the flu right now?
The flu?
The flu.
And you're saying like lowest amount I would go for?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty low. Like, well, I'm trying to think.
$20 in a Kit
The
Kat?
thing is, I would have to take time off work, so we'd have to at least cover that.
So you think like $1,000?
So let's say like 2 weeks off of work. I'm gonna say like $5,000. I would contract.
$5,000 to catch the flu.
That's my starting offer.
Okay.
$5,000.
Well, let's step it up and not get too deep in the weeds until we get into some of the more advanced debates, shall we? The one everyone would want to hear, of course. Cam, what would it cost, money or objects, or, dream a little crazy, for you to catch COVID right now?
To catch COVID right now, well,
You want to be appreciated at your job.
what would it take? To voluntarily take
Yep,
it?
like
what
you're
could I
about
get
to-
for it? I would take it. Give me at least $50,000.
$50,000.
Give me
Because risk to your
$50,000
health?
and I'll do it. Risk to my health.
All right, I guess
If I die, I'm not dying for 5,000. Sorry, man, but I'm not dying for $5,000. Give me
Okay.
50,000.
He did say the flu for
at least
me.
get me
That's
out
fair.
of the weeds.
That's
For
fair.
COVID,
Yeah,
for
the flu
COVID,
is-
I would ask
It's
for more
not
money than
many
$5,000.
horrible
All right, word. So we kind of get the rules, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Now I'm going to hit you guys with a couple of collaborative ones, and you can debate what you think might be worth it.
Okay, yeah.
More points for creativity.
Dude, real quick, this is a game on Jackbox called Split the Room, where part of it is you vote on, like, you try to, like, think of scenarios that will divide everyone you're playing with on which one they would choose. It's a cool time. But anyway, you were saying.
I just want to hear what you guys think is a fair price. Points for creativity, again. All right.
Price is Right rules.
We're giving you HIV.
Okay.
We'll come out swinging.
Okay. HIV. Feel free to interject while I'm thinking.
HIV, I would probably I'd need probably $800,000 minimum to do HIV.
Yeah, dude,
This is the thing that, well, first of all, I'm in the medical field, so I've had a little bit more exposure. Some people have no idea. Some people have a ton. But people nowadays with HIV can live forever, just like anybody else. So the medication has come a long way, and they still talk about a cure. Yeah, there are still great risks that
But you could live
can
forever,
concern people.
like anyone.
So,
But you can live just as long as anybody else.
how expensive
So-
are these treatments?
There's no treatments. That's the thing. It's a once-a-day pill that people take. who
That
have
sounds like a
HIV.
treatment.
Okay.
Okay,
so
I
once a
guess
day
you
pill.
could call it a
How
treatment.
expensive is this medicine?
It's basically free. It's covered by insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
That may bring my price way down, but no, it would still have to be pretty high if I had HIV.
$40
You also,
Amazon
like-
gift card and the Snickers.
You also it's still like transmittable at that point, right? Even if you're like tempering it with these pills.
I think you can bring that down to the level where it's non-detectable.
Yeah. They even have
Which is-
commercials advertising
You can
it.
go past non-transmissible to non-detectable.
Man.
I think it's a forever
So
with you, but as long as
fuck like everybody else. You can do everything everybody else can.
you should just be honest and tell people you have it, but you are non-transmissible.
Wow.
Let's
Yeah.
assume you're going to be honest. That's one of the costs of this.
Yeah.
And you
How
know
much
what?
money did you say?
I said
800,000?
800,000.
No,
Because
dude,
I'm
it's gotta be
thinking because that
millions.
would
It's gotta
buy
be
me a
millions.
fly ass house, paid off, and then I could just do whatever I wanted to pay everything
And work
else.
from there.
Exactly.
Very reasonable.
Work from there.
Very reasonable.
So just a house. That's all I want.
You're dreaming of home ownership.
It would have to be over $1 million for me, I think.
That's reasonable too.
Yeah. Like, dude, less than $1 million.
It's you have it for life, so don't downplay that. It's
Yeah,
not just
exactly.
like there's no consequence. There's tons of risk and things like that, especially based on your lifestyle.
Especially because, dude, 800,000. I don't know where you're thinking of like living. Just like you like.
I mean, 800,000 that could get you
That could get you a
four-bedroom house
actually,
just
yeah.
about anywhere.
That could get you a fucking
with a pool and a
it could
backyard.
Get, it could
maybe
get,
If you move to
acre or
Texas,
two,
that could
or
get you
4 or
a
5.
nice place.
If it could
Texas,
get
New Orleans, that'll get you 30 acres.
you. Yeah, no, it would get you a dope
Not
place.
New Orleans, but Lafayette.
Yeah.
But I feel like for most of that money, like I feel like if I'm getting HIV on purpose, I want enough money where I don't have to work anymore.
Because HIV is that debilitating?
No, just because
You gave yourself
fuck
HIV
dealing,
on
yeah,
purpose.
because I have HIV now. I got to get something sweeter than just like
Just leave me alone.
than like setting me up for the rest of my
No
life.
side
Like
effects.
I want to be chilling.
Okay. Well, I have at least 2 more I want to hit. We'll see how we do, but we think we can get through 2 more?
Sure thing.
Sure.
All right. They get worse.
I think I know one of them.
One of them
Yeah.
is coming straight from Danny Luby.
Oh yeah.
And we found a way to really mess around with some genetics. You can voluntarily be infected with autism.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
What the fuck?
Now.
I don't think I have a price. Like this is like how
Free,
severe? How
happy.
severe?
You function enough to have a job.
What kind of job?
Okay, wait. This is fair. This is where the discussion starts to take place.
There's extremely mild versions of
Maybe
autism.
like a kind of savanty one.
You wouldn't even know people had it.
Maybe your price is savant syndrome.
But then there's severe. I mean, that's a whole different disorder. I don't know much about it. I don't know many people personally.
Yeah,
But my price would be high for a mild. For the severe, I wouldn't do it. But
I'll be
for an
honest.
extremely mild, and I mean, it's awful what people have to go through that have autism. You know, it's sad.
Especially,
And I think we just passed Autism Awareness Month last month.
that's why I'm so aware. I'm bringing it up.
There you go.
Yeah, I still think that concept of or that feeling of social isolation you get, even if you're like functioning decently well, but you still just have this different mindset from like everybody pretty much around you, and I feel like it would just be so hard to like forge social connections.
Let me make it
I
a
don't
little.
think there's an amount of money that makes it worth it.
What if I specified a bit, like Rain Man, abilities included?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'm just curious where you stand on this question versus the next and final one.
Do I have to name a price?
No, that's okay.
Or
You
is
could
this
just be
like a
super
no
prejudiced.
deal? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm sure that there are autistic people with happy lives.
Oh,
who aren't
absolutely.
making $1 bajillion.
I would bet that there are plenty of cases where autistic individuals with autism, I think is more correct, are happier than a lot of the people without autism with whom they interact. There's a lot of unhappy people in life, and I like to be the optimist and believe that there are plenty of people with and without autism that do find
Yeah,
a way to be happy.
I guess it comes back to what I asked before, which is it's a question of degree. You
Yeah.
know, there's like
I
slight.
wonder, I mean, like, a lot of people who find, this is a bit of a tangent.
That's why it's
but-
called the spectrum.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
People who find a
Low
ton of
points.
purpose in life, digging really, really deep into their one field and specializing in their purposeful thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the conditions that is commonly seen with autism spectrum disorder is that kind of fixation on few or singular topics.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if, like, having that, like, if your shit is model trains and you have as many and all that you want all the time, are you chilling like Steve with HIV?
No way. No way. I feel like it's constantly like a matter of a change in scale. Like I feel like it would just get ridiculous at some point if that's all you were into. If that was your
My point
one
being, like,
thing, and there was,
I'm not saying you need more of them all the time, but, like, could you be content if, like, yeah, this train, this model train, this is what I like.
yeah, maybe. I think
That's my angle of optimism on, like, I hope a lot of them do find their fulfillment.
I think something
It's a
like
good way
that.
to look at it, but
I think something like that would require a limiting factor.
Probably.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it would turn into an unhealthy obsession. Like people who win the lottery. most people who win the lottery, it like tanks their lives because they just don't know how to deal with having that much money, and it goes terribly wrong for them.
So why do you want to be set up for life once you get HIV, Steve?
Because I have HIV, like it's already kind of like fuck you. I'd rather not just to have HIV and live my like normal life.
All right. Well, the last one. You can actually pick. I'm going to add a little bit of choose your own adventure element in this. It was going to be double, but you can choose single or double, and you can mix and match. But what's the trade-off for amputation?
Amputating what?
That's what you get to choose, buddy.
I'll amputate my pinky toe for $1 billion.
No, we're going to start with... We're starting at least we're talking big units. Hands or feet.
Oh, big units. Jesus.
Lower leg, lower arm, upper leg, upper arm. Any combination, name your price. What do you like? You know what? I could deal with anything up to the elbow on the left for a sick jet ski.
Dude, it's going to have to pay for an arm and a leg.
Sure, an ear. It could. What's your cost? What's paying an arm and a leg to you is basically the question.
Yeah.
Freya, stop drinking. You're so loud.
Well, you can get a fake leg now, right?
And they're pretty sick.
And you can get a fake arm.
And they're pretty sick.
I'd rather have a fake leg than a fake arm.
I'd rather have a fake foot.
I think I'd rather have a fake arm than fake leg.
So how much would you chop your leg off for?
I'd rather chop the arm.
But you said you'd rather have a fake... You'd rather have a fake arm?
I would take a fake...
I'd rather take a fake
left arm. Are they at that point yet?
They're pretty great in terms of what they can do, like handle eggs without cracking them. But also, I saw a cool Reddit article where a guy's friends made an automatic Nerf gun that mounted onto his prosthetic arm, so he had a gun arm like Mega Man.
And he could, like, just using his brain control it.
What's incredible is we are not very far from that. Like, there was stuff that I was studying when I was getting my master's degree in terms of electrode brain and like motor neuron electrode interface stuff.
Yeah.
Where we're pretty close to that. Honestly, if they had more money, yes, that is possible at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, to fire on to screw a Nerf gun onto the prosthetic.
Dude, he was the Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
I would choose an arm over a leg because getting around and like just ambulating, walking everywhere is so critical to everything. Especially with the perspective that I have after doing the EMT thing, where basically we're called anytime someone cannot move themselves safely, which means legs.
Yeah.
So, like, everything is a hassle. A doorstep, a 2-step walk, like landing walkway. If they're a bariatric patient, you have to go pick up the bariatric patient stair chair, get the right equipment, bring it there, and set that up. And you like not being able to move yourself effectively, even with prosthetics, which are for sure super good, even with legs. Like, the risk of not having a leg seems more inconvenient than only having one hand.
So how much are you chopping your arm off for?
First question you guys have made me answer.
Just because you've thought much more about this than I have.
I'm not going to go with money because that's a boring flat answer, and you guys disappointed me in that regard.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm going to go with the time and funding it takes to create the prosthetic arm that is possible right now, like in terms of tech. I'm not saying like one that can fucking shoot lasers.
Would you do that with both arms?
Nope, just one. Just the left arm.
Okay.
To basically go gadget the shit out of it in every way that I think I would want that can be fit into an arm prosthetic
USB-C
with today's
charger?
Technology.
USB-C charger?
Yeah, for sure, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice, of course.
And it's gonna vibrate.
Yeah.
That's what it would cost. I honestly wouldn't need money if I could right now, like, that's a lot of different work being done at a lot of different laboratories and a lot of different universities across the world. But if I could pool all of those resources and that intellect and make that product, if I could trade my human arm for a better computerized one, I would probably just do that without additional money on top.
Okay.
Like the Cyberpunk game that's coming out, I would probably be an early adopter of that stuff. Once proven safe and effective, I would probably not wait for it to become mandatory.
Okay. Damn.
So that's my answer. Now, what do you guys think? Nut up. Give me some fun things with amputation. Make it fun.
All right. I'll let you have my
right
arm. As long as I
He's
get
a lefty.
fake one.
He's a lefty.
Give me a property, a boat, a beach.
A plantation. You want Pablo Escobar's island for your right arm?
I don't want any hassle. If I have to give you my arm, give me everything I want. I'm living in paradise.
I don't know that anyone's taking you up on that offer. I might catch a tech company's eye in 5 or 10 years with my deal, but I'll sign waivers. This is on the internet, so you know it's good. Hit me up.
Take my brain and replace it with a computer. Same thing, funding and all that. Research, get it done. Replace my brain with a sick computer.
He knows he won't be there. Right, Cam?
Yeah, that's it.
It won't work.
Get me Neuralink.
Not the same thing.
Give me Neuralink for a piece of my skull.
That's exactly how that's going to work.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make that trade. Deal.
All right, fair enough. And now we know how you guys feel regarding the difference between people with autism and amputees.
Yeah. Oh wait. So I want to revisit that then. What would you trade for autism?
And that's all for this episode of A Couple of Fellas.